To a Cannabeasts TCG Patreon tier box opening for Wave 1 of the Cannabeasts Patreon. I'm Derek, or Oxeron 2000, and this is...
I'm Chris, or Lloyd. Derek's going to take the lead on this. He's super involved with Cannabeasts. There's some really cool ideas coming out, and the creator of it is amazing. I'm going to let Derek take control.
I have a decent amount of Cannabeasts. I still have a box I am going to be getting in later on, but I have one of each pledge so far that we can open up and showcase today. So we're going to start out with the lowest tier, which is the $15 tier, and you weren't guaranteed anything for this tier. That is this tier. Just came in a bubble mailer, and just got one pack in it.
That art's cool.
The arts on them, there's one of two different arts available. Each one is rather different from each other. The first one's kind of cartoony, and this one's more, I don't know, CGI.
Now, you said something about the packaging of this. Are these designs Phil created, or are they something else?
I don't know for the pack art. Okay. I know for the cards themselves, they're drawn by Phil or Shelbsters, and both of them are awesome artists. Add a lot of fun stuff in it. I don't know about the pack art, though, or where it's sourced from.
What about the container?
This is also a dispensary packaging. So if you would go to a dispensary, depending on where you live, of course, but if you would go over to Washington Dispensary, for example, they have this packaging that actual grams come in. You'll get different packaging depending on sizing, but this was perfect for cards, so nice little touch to add in for Phil. So we're going to go through and open them, like not the packs right away, but we're going to open the rest of the pledges, and then we'll go through opening some stuff a little later on.
Sweet.
So we'll set it off to the side. And next tier is the $50 THC tier. First one was CBD, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that.
Okay. And this is the title of the tier?
Yeah.
And these tiers are no longer... these have changed, right?
These have changed.
Okay.
So these are all Wave 1 tiers, and they were only available if you joined the Patreon before March 25th of 2022.
Right.
So you'll notice these have weights on them. I did a test beforehand for what each pack weighs, and these are what are considered more light packs. They are probably 2-card packs because there can be 2 or 3 cards in it. You'll see some later on that will weigh more, and those are probably the 3-card packs.
Now remember, for those of you who are not super involved in it, you can go ahead and get the next one. This is all sample cards. There's been no Kickstarter yet. It's coming out soon.
Kickstarter is the 13th.
Right.
Friday the 13th. Just because.
Yeah, and that's of May. So if you guys are seeing this right after the video, it's very soon. If you guys are seeing this in the future, you might have missed it. Hopefully not.
So this was the worst condition of all the boxes I got, and it was also the latest box I got. Most of them came in really good. All the packaging was extremely well done on the inside. I've unpacked everything so we don't have to go through bubble wrap on the video.
Okay, and so which rank was this? Or
this was the $100 tier, the Hydro tier.
Nice.
And it came with one deck, the Sativa Alpha deck, and these are out of 250. They have 40 cards per deck, and we'll go through the decks at the end.
Or in another video, depending.
Or in another video.
We'll cover it.
This one, for the loot box, I got the 3D printed keychain, which there were various items you could get, like art cards and other stuff along that line.
Yeah.
Another pack, and this one was another light pack. The ones that aren't marked are light packs. And a Toking Bob 9 out of 15 art card. And the art cards all come pre-slabbed. I really like that they used Poncho's label for them. It's a UV label. So
who does the grading?
DSG.
Okay.
They all come pre-graded.
Cool.
So that's a bonus. What you were actually paying for in Wave 1 was decks, and you got a guaranteed amount of sample cards. And then the other stuff in the box was part of the loot box. So
Cool.
this stuff wasn't guaranteed. It was randomized what you got. You could have gotten bonus packs. You could have gotten one of these 3D printed figure. And this is the $150 Blue Dream tier. And this is an uncut sheet. It was not guaranteed in the loot boxes, but these are all technically one-of-one foil cards. There's only one of each type of foil out there, and they're all prototype cards, basically. So they're not cut for play.
So basically, this is all just Phil messing around and trying new things and
Giving
being able to
more
make some money from
collectability to some of the earliest backers.
Yeah,
basically.
very early beta stuff.
So this was the other pack art.
Oh, it's gorgeous, though.
And yes, it is gorgeous. I'm going to be keeping one of each sealed for a collection. But yeah, awesome arts. Love it. The $150 tier came with 2 decks, the Sativa Alpha and the Indica Alpha decks. And we'll go through those again later.
And these are all named after different strains of marijuana, for those who don't know.
So these are types.
Types.
So
Okay.
Sativa is a more uplifting type of strain.
Okay.
That it's not going to really make you tired.
Sure.
Indica is the exact opposite. Indicouch.
Got
Indica.
Kind of what helps people fall asleep.
Yeah. So
Cool.
depending on the type of strain, you'll get different effects from it.
There we go.
Different keychain from last time.
Yeah, just to compare, this is the one from last. They're just 3D printed, but they're kind of fun trying designs.
Mm-hmm. And I've seen multiple colors out there. I've even seen kind of a tannish looking one.
Cool.
So
Kind of remind me of surfboards.
yeah. This was probably one of my favorite art cards that I got. It's Blaze the Wizard, and it's number 9 out of 15. Just an awesome card. I cannot wait to get some games played with those decks, because he is featured in some of them.
It's pretty cool. And these are just one thing to bring to attention, just in case the camera, I think, there we go. These are like just art, like cards that he purchased and drew on top of, kind of like playing card quality in a way.
They're hemp stock cards.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
they're partially made out of hemp.
They're a little bit rough, but they're really cool, and they're definitely collector stuff. I mean,
Yes.
these are things that, assuming Cannabeasts goes well, which I think it will. I mean, you're selling it in dispensaries.
Exactly.
It's going to go well. This is something that will be a big collector thing in the future. It's a little hard to see in the video. I'll move it here first. This is the $250 tier Super Exotic. This is the one I backed on. I was not crazy enough to go for all of them, but I'm also doing all sorts of other things.
Yep. And the Super Exotic tier was the one, the lowest pledge that you could get all 3 of the decks on. So we'll go through that.
Okay.
This one was a heavy pack. That's pretty much the rough difference. You'll be within a few grams.
Cool.
But
So basically a difference of a card.
yes.
Okay.
So this one got an Alien OG. It's a smaller uncut card, but still awesome card. I can't wait to see these holos in play.
Okay, so what's unique about the third deck that comes with this?
Okay, so of the 3 decks, these 2, the Sativa and the Alpha, both have a print run of 250.
Okay.
The Exotic Alpha deck has a print run of 55. So there's only 55 of these decks out there.
Oh boy.
So
Okay.
very limited print runs,
Mm-hmm.
and there are 2 1 of 55 cards in these decks.
Okay.
One of them is Skywalker OG, the other one is Skunky Monkey.
Cool. And I'll have some pictures of those cards just so we can explain it.
And those are holos only in the sample set. So there's a limited print run of 60 holos and 55 non-holos. So technically, the non-holos are rare.
Cool.
We got a Straw Cough, number 1 of 15 art card. And a Toking Bob, number 1 of 15 art card. This was a very lucky box, getting 2 1 of 15s. That was awesome to see.
Nice.
So,
and it is worth mentioning, all these loot boxes, like, they had some things guaranteed and others that weren't. But if you're trying to buy secondary market, don't expect everything to have the same amount of stuff.
Yeah. And then the last tier, which came in a slightly different box than the others.
Just turn it around.
Yeah. This was the $500 tier, the ultra exotic box. And it's, for the most part, identical to the $250 pledge as far as what we got today.
Mm-hmm.
But there are additional things that have to ship out, as far as I have been told.
Long term, it's kind of a winner.
Yep. And another advantage of getting this pledge was we will be able to create a card for Cannabeasts and have it put into a future set. For the $500 tier, you got, of course, all three of the decks. Okay. The Indica, the Sativa, and the Exotic decks.
Mm-hmm.
You got the loot box stuff, which was a pack, which this one happened to be heavy.
Nice.
Which was nice. These didn't come with sticky notes on them, by the way. I put those there.
Yeah, they were pre-weighed. We just didn't want to waste time weighing them on camera.
We got a Blue Dream Certificate of Authentication, number 9 of 20. And that correlates to this Blue Dream statue.
It's pretty cool.
And they're fun little 3D items. There are a little bit of difficulties with breakage on small parts, but part of that was shipping too. A Toking Bob uncut hollow, which this one I really liked. It's got like a wood hollow effect to it. Like a piece of lumber.
Yeah, that's cool.
And then 3 slabs. 1 graded sample ultimate grinder. Not PSA, but DSG 8. A Hawking Kush, number 1 of 15.
That's cool. It reminds me of a MetaZoo card, actually.
Yeah, it's a really awesome card. I love this card. I was happy to get it. And Dr. Green Thumb, number 3 out of 15.
That card is cool.
Yes. Some really good stuff from the $500 box. This was my favorite one to open. I'm excited to see what else will be coming in.
Cool.
So
that's a brief overview. We want to get to opening?
Yeah, let's do it. We've split up the packs that we got from all of the different Patreon pledges and light packs and heavy packs. So the lighter packs all weigh a little bit over 7.25 grams. And all of the heavy packs were about 10.25 grams.
Okay.
So I did definitely want to open these ones up, check out what's inside.
We're not opening them all.
We're not opening them all. I have a couple packs I'm keeping sealed for me, but did want to dig into them and get some of the numbered samples. So these are all numbered out of 100. The original set of 19 was not.
Okay.
So
we're just starting with the heavy?
Starting with the heavy.
Okay, do we want to end with the heavy too?
Yeah.
Cool. So let me move these off to the side. All right. So our first heavy.
First heavy pack, it is 3 cards in here.
Okay.
All right. And to start, we have Aphids, number 97 out of 100.
Nice.
We have Reverse Roll, number 86 out of 100. And Reggie, number 84 out of 100.
So we have 2 stoner type cards and 1 ambush card. We can cover the differences in a different video. But I think there's, 4 or 5 different types of cards in general?
Yes, 5, I believe.
Gosh, these are gorgeous.
Yeah, and they have some slightly rough corners. They are samples. Yep. They're pre-Kickstarter anything. Again, Friday the 13th. I'm excited for it.
Absolutely. All right, let's go over to a light pack.
So for light packs, I'm just going to do this one here. And we'll get this one ripped. Again, I expect 2 cards for the light pack. I don't expect it to be anything crazy. But there's always good cards in them. So Reggie,
another Reggie,
number 70 out of 100. I'm okay with that. He's he keeps coming back from the dead. And Speedy Chili, number 40 out of 100.
Gosh, that's a fun card.
That's a featured in Indica deck card.
Yeah.
So let's open up one more of the light packs.
Okay.
We know they're light, but we'll do 2 of each.
That sounds good. Yeah. I can set aside these 2 unless you plan on opening.
No, we'll set them aside. We got Middleman, number 31 out of 100.
Ooh.
And we got Berserker Warrior, number 72 out of 100. I love this one just for the mushroom art. But yeah.
That's awesome. You know, there's an expansion pack idea. If he really, like, if this game really went off, he could go do, like, crossovers with shrooms or
there you go.
Whatever.
Hit anything trippy, and you'll have an audience. Yeah. It's just how it works. All right, and in my opinion, best for last, this is my favorite pack art. This is the heavy one. I really hope to pull some fire from this one. Maybe Hawking Kush, or what's another one I want? I kind of want them all, but
gotta catch them. I mean,
in this case, potentially gotta smoke them all, but you never know. Devil's Lettuce. That is a good pull.
That's awesome.
75 out of 100.
Dang, that's a beauty.
Cannabloom, number 80 out of 100.
I appreciate the color. Oh, a double.
Two Devil's Lettuce. Double Devil's Lettuce. I'm happy with this pack.
It's a
number 74.
It's a lettuce patch.
So for anybody that will be missing this from your set, I'm sorry. I snagged them all in the same pack. Apparently open up the alien pack. It's amazing.
So, you know, you got a decent amount of cards. They're upside down, I guess.
So we got a total of 10 cards from 4 packs.
Yeah.
And chances are, if you're buying it off of secondary market, you'll probably get a weighed pack with 2, but depends on who you buy from.
And I think that's about it. If you have questions, I'm going to have a link to the Cannabeasts Discord server in the description.
It's worth it.
Yeah, I definitely check it out. It's a pretty cool community.
No, it's actually amazing community. Everyone in there is really friendly, and I actually haven't found anybody that I dislike. So that's more than I can say about every community.
Cool. Thanks for popping in, guys. Let us know what we could do better for next time. We're always trying to improve. We just want to show off a cool new product.